a man of focus, a man who loves the National Assembly, the one that will support you to support your constituents. So now present the 2025 budget. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall stand. Oh yeah. Shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall stand.
Thank you very much. Thank you. After listening to this great remark of a great mind, colleague, and the President of the Senate, I feel I could have just lay the budget. Oh. With your rendition of the mandate support, I can't do otherwise. I must but respect you and go through the exercise of reading. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to be back where I started. As once a member of this respected house of thinkers and doers, I am grateful to be your president. And to be here to see so many faces of my friends, colleagues, and compatriots. Duties, and with unyielding commitment to rebuilding Nigeria towards ensuring that we remain steadfast on the journey to a prosperous future, I hereby present the 2025 budget to the joint section of the 11th National Assembly. 10th? I wrote 11. Which means you are all re-elected.
Testing, testing. See, I don't know how to act again. I did indoors. All this while I did that they car, or I did some bush, I did some lake, I did by the beach, whatever there. I'm used to that. I did that for what, 4 or 5 months straight. So now I don't come back to inside house. Feels well. Feels pretty well. I don't know. So what's in the news? Who not gonna tell me what's in the news? What's on the news? What's in the news? What's by the news? What's over the Let me see if I can. I don't know if I get power to talk self. Because I might put the link out there so that anybody who wants to come and tell us what's in the news. But I don't know. I don't get power to talk. I don't get power to. But we'll see though, whoever is in there. Now only one person is able to watch it. So twirly to you, whoever that is. I see you. I think I know you, but I don't know you. Whatever goes, you are the you are the winner. I'm here because of you. So don't worry. Even if you never see me for a couple of days now, I'm current. I know what's I follow what's needed to be followed for the sake of you that is watching. Don't be two now. Don't be two people now. So even if you're a regular, who's that? Ada Ekesumba Noves. First time to see you. Hey, really? Wow. Oh, first time to see me indoor. uh, really? Let me say you new here now. You're right. I never did. I've been for the past. Let me see. Which month we did, sir? God damn. Don't tell I leave you there. It's like I'm back to civilization. This is what the third month of the year, and I've been on the road literally, living from my car for. Wait a minute. When I enter Florida, I don't know, man. I've literally lost. I get you too. I've literally lost count of how many months I've stayed off my car. I live from my car. Anyway, yeah. So you're right. I've been either from my car or by the park, lake, beach. Um, a lot of places. This so I'm back indoors. Not just because it's raining outside. I fucking hate that. Well, yeah, because I actually don't do it on now for like crazy. Like 3 days before this straight. Shit. At the hotel. That means I'm back. I'm in Texas. So all those one way they see me for. When you know, see me in the wait, even my outdoor word is different. Started from Texas, started from Dallas. So yeah, these few days now, this past 1 week, spent most of the time literally crisscrossing states. Went from Florida to Alabama to Mississippi to Louisiana to Texas. So most of the times I spend just cruising through the beauty of America countryside. If you know the travel interstate, you don't appreciate the beauty and the wonders of America. You know they knew. Thank you. Yeah. So, so I spend much of the time. If I look at Nigerian, if I look at the Nigerian space, just too many noise, just unnecessary distraction, and it's sad. It's sad because the world is literally changing. However you want to see, I'm physically, spiritually, politically, in every sense of the world is changing. And fortunately, if you look at Nigerian space, you ask yourself, say, are we living on the same planet? So, in a way, that kind of weigh me down, kinda just to think through a lot of things, process a lot of things, read through a lot of things, like what is going on at a time where really the world is literally what we read in history in late 1800 to early 1900 to eventually the First World War to mid the 90s, Second World War, Cold World War, which eventually and this whole process we were conquered, amalgamated between the North and South, purportedly give us freedom, which is independence. And the world is going through that process again. And we just, the elite are scheming among themselves in Nigeria now. The political elite are scheming to, make sure the key will be presidential ambition, make sure Obi doesn't go beyond 2027. That's actually what is going on. Bola Tinubu is still going to win. There's no two way about that. But the permutation now goes to the planning. I mean, the execution has started already. How do we stop Obi from going beyond 2027? Um, Atiku in the process has declared is a 2027 campaign. Don't start them off already with that. Interesting interview he granted to Adesua. Um, but if you just look at that and you look at the other side of the eye, what is literally happening in the world, Third World War is pretty much it's a matter of how or when the conversation has gone from whether it's going to happen or not. It's now when or how, right? Within the next 10 years, America has to stop China, have to contain China within the next 10 years. They have within the next 10 years to stop China from being a regional hegemony. That's exactly the campaign against Germany, against Soviet Union, against Japan. I mean, British lost just at every junction was never pretty. right, attacked, was leaked. It was leaked. Nobody said I make mistake when the U.S. Security architecture was actually putting it, finishing touching on how they will attack Yemen. You know, which quote unquote got leaked. Why the action was taking place. The economic war that Trump has unleashed, the guy don't enter another gear, banning, making sure all the foreign cars are under 25% tariffs. That's a big deal, but people don't know. Oh, let me see. Mark, the baddest area, I greeted you. It's been a how are you waiting there? What's in the news? You don't tell me what's in the news. Because anytime I see make I see what did they happen for Nigeria space. Now just noise and yeah, distraction, unnecessary things. So but in between all that I see a gang up against Obi. So what's going on, Mark? So my 100% attention is on what is going on, what America is unleashing to the rest of the world. So I am enjoying and following that. Tony, I greet you, Adovi. I greeted you too. I carry my, let me see, so that I feel interact with you now. Well, hey, what's going on? Oh shit. Um, welcome. Those Swiss people where they watch me, where they listen. So I beg, wanna like, share, and subscribe. I beg. It's very necessary. Now, what to make me know they around a few days with that. It's not a threat. It's an excuse. Anyway, I beg, wanna like, share, and subscribe. Um, and I said, Mona no vex. I don't know how to act again. I dey indoors now. Anytime we're indoors, I know that I worship sun. Sun is literally my God. Anytime I'm under the sun, I'm somebody else. Now I don't come inside cold. And inside cold indoors and anyway, Mark say say Oven is not on the news. She's taking back JFK. What do you mean by that, Tony? Mark, sorry. Ovie, the tariff, in my opinion, is economics 101. Yes, I mean, as a student of the America idea, the America, if you study, that's how America used to be, right? Everything changed. One would argue after the First World War, right? So it used to be there's no income for those who live for America. There's no income tax before. You don't tax actually America to that level. See, it depends on them to actually 100%. So it used to be it is the foreign tariffs that actually built America, not until after the World War when America actually in a position to actually say, okay, this is a time for us to assert that our next level to see how to control the British Empire, the lost British Empire, the Commonwealth of the British. So, in other words, let's share the responsibility. Let's export what we have right now, and that's where all things started. So, people who do not understand the history of who do not understand the history of America begin to say, "Oh, Trump is doing that." No, it's not even Trump. And I said it. I will see two interview. Shout out to Dr. Dameji. Two people that he brought. Shetu Nabin Atirisef, the two doctors, Dr. Emmanuel and Dr. That the man in Germany, and our own Greenland. What's it be that? This na Greenland, Abi? I've been the fatherless people, Dele Ogun. Three times. It was three encounter I had with them, but it was two guests. One of us. Not Piggy School. So Reggie. Huh? Nah, nah. I what's it about though? What's it about? Yeah, give my number. I will talk. I appreciate it. All right. Sorry for that. Okay. Which are the talk safe? Tony, was a great day in Edo Thursday at Skate. Okay, tell me what's going on in Edo, Tony. The comparative cost advantage DT favor Europe as the comparative cost in cars manufacturing. This man, we don't give us economic English. So the comparative cost advantage in Donald Trump's favor. Yeah, Europe has the comparative cost in cars. No, of course. So the idea is to bring companies back, force them come back and start. Detroit should be what Detroit used to be in Michigan as a whole. The likes of. So they are bringing back the company will have no choice to force to start building their factories back again. Now, and well, I just that is a very interesting observation for me on that angle in terms of going forward. Now, all this factory entails a job that Trump is bringing back to the country. I don't know if it's going to meet, it can level up with the unemployment or the kind of job, high job employment that the country need at this point. I'm saying that because we are literally at a time whereby factories are run by factories are run autonomously, either by robots, in comparison with AI, quantum computing, you name it. So in other words, back in the days that Donald Trump was saying America was great, we used to have a factory, the factory that will contain 100 people of those days. Today, maybe now only two or three or five or 10 people or 20 people they need. So, but again, hey, we'll see how things will pan out. But it is not new. If all you need to do is to go and study, good. I was talking about my encounter with my exchange on Dr. Damiji with Dr. I say Dr. Dele Ogu and Dr. Emmanuel. So I remember when Dr. Emmanuel first came. I've been at his second time anyway. Uh, and after the whole question and everything, I mean, always a pleasure and it's always very informative listening to the guy and either of them. So people that still listen to up to today. But I noticed that after the whole conversation, you meet it, if either you meet, well, yeah, I will use that word because it later recognized the fact that yes, what I pointed out was the real deal, which is after all what he has said, I say, come, how come you did not touch on what is actually at the driving force of this the changing world that we are seeing, which is the fintech, right? The advantage that the Chinese are getting over the Americans in the fintech area which is I went ahead to actually elaborate more that America, the superpower of America is not necessarily about the weaponry or the military, but the dollar, the monopoly of dollar, but not just the dollar itself, the process in which dollar moves around. Right? Some people call it SWIFT technology. By every dollar that you spend, if America won't know, they will know because the only them know the have the control of that the system which the money goes around. Talking about the big boss who spend money and no be Tony where they we go send £10 go Irua go dey shout say he send money but um, now the Chinese have able to develop a technology that rival that one, which is a big deal, right? I mean, if you pay attention to the sanction, how the weaponization of the dollars and all the sanction and all that, then you understand that it is a big deal. So, and at the end of the day, Dr. Emmanuel say yes, that literally, when I heard and say one or two things about that, that yes, I was on point. Then followed by the coming of the third time he came, and talking about Donald Trump is going to is leading is overseeing the downfall of the American empire and all that, using that to compare the Gorbachev of Soviet Union and all that. Like I remember pointing at him. I said, yeah, I remember pointing at him. I said, come, no, like you're missing the point. In order for you to understand Donald Trump era, the Donald Trump of today, you have to go back to the fifth president of the United States of America, which is James Monroe, right? who give talking about the UEU as we have today and the rest of the world in general that's come. The North and South America, as much as it is today, is our playground. If you see any of our two legs there, we treat it as a national security issue. Then come to the tariff. For you to understand the tariff that talking about Mark, talking about the 25% tariff, you need to go back to William Mackenzie in between the late 1898 or 1898 or 1896 to the earlys of 1900, 1906 or 1905. You need to understand that era for you to understand what tariff is about. So it is then goes to then the third person, the fatherless people's author. That's Dele Ogun. When I remember, I can't forget because I remember quoting Bob Marley in my question to him after everything, believing that America has lost it, that Trump administration don't know what it's doing and and then the father was kind of happy in a way that. That USID is gone after he has confessed that he is a beneficiary of another. I said, no, no, no. I remember letting him know that Bob Marley said that they are fighting for power, but they don't know the hour. I went there to let him know that. I said, you're going to understand what is going on right now. So I just hope by now the two of them will understand that Donald Trump is not a clown as they try to pet him to be, or he doesn't know what he's doing. But most importantly, it's not about Donald Trump. It's about the American system. It's about the American system. To fully appreciate what is actually going on right now, I need to go read. Who did I recommend this book to these few days, if I'm not mistaken? The Strategy of Denial by Elbridge L. Colby. You understand exactly where we are between America and China. So, as in, step by step, what is happening. The Strategy of Denial by Elbridge A. Colby. Elbridge A. Colby, in fact, I'm a former CIA director before, William Scobie. So, anyway, you understand let's say the strategy of denial, American defense in an age of great power conflict. That's the book I recommend for what's going on. Anyway, Mark is editor. Okay, we are telling that. What a great day in Edo. Okay, Tony say I was making reference to how some Edo local security outfits overpower and limited some kidnappers brought into Edo with Dangote trailer. That's Saudi. Wow. Well, the way you put down. But I get your point, though. I get your point. I get your point. But that should not be. I mean, we should celebrate, but that should be the job of the police. I understand that the local outfit did not act up. They are not illegal, but anyway, congratulations, Tony. Greetings to you, Ada Ekwesi, and welcome on board. Abio, my major, so my guy. There's just too much noise in the Nigerian space. I ain't gonna lie. It's just so fucking like it's annoying that the world is literally changing, and we just did they talk rubbish. I think that we consume. I always recommend Kwame Nkrumah's speech of 1963 in Addis Ababa. It's talking about today, 60 something years ago. That man saw today. Don't colonize us again. We dey here the ya. They shout Obi, Atiku, Tinubu, and the rest of those clowns. I still recall your engagement with him in Dr. Damidi's show. Thank you. He wrote another book that just came out this week. Yeah. I think I don't know. I know I that book. Yeah, I think he has done what he has done is that the fatherless people. I don't know what he will write again for the subsequent book that is going to be so much different for what he has, the foundation that he has laid. That doesn't mean that I won't try and read it, but at this point, I don't think he's listen. That day when me and him exchange words on Dr. Lamidi, so no, that's me. One thing about me, once I don't like, there's some countries that it should be obvious, and if you're the guy that they've lost it, they don't. I don't know. They are. I don't know how to phrase how I perceive them now. I mean, these are highly educated people by every standard, exposed and all that. But the fact that because I still stand my ground, they are missing the point. They don't understand what is happening. And maybe that's not the right word for me to use that they don't understand. Or the other, I mean, I just can't figure out why some people with so much high I mean, these are history buffs too. And my pain be that these are history buff. How come they don't understand what exactly is playing out? But anyway, maybe I made it wrong. We 10 years from now we will know because it's an unfolding development, right? A story that is still unfolding. But for the fact that they mix where the world is headed or where we are today, and that thing really puts it like a sour taste in my the way I listen to them. Yeah, cop priest. Yeah, you said it. A more detailed info about motherland. Exactly, sir. You are quite right. So make I that cop priest. Make I even see the summary. Sir. Because you say, you say no. Because he has done a good job on that. Okay, let me see. It's on paperback, $55. Okay, oh, the little one. I saw the book Courage. Let me see. Okay, so let's see the review. I want to see what is the book about. I want to see let me see. Let me read let me see if he has a study of the history of the modern day world with Nigeria as a centerpiece. La 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 li, la la li, la la li, la 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 la. Um, I don't know. Let me see some. Let me get some. Let me see some review when don't get customer reviews. Maybe customer reviews will. But how come the book itself no get no get a review? No get like a top. Let's see. The book should be a breakdown of the at least a brief preview of the book. Overview. Just see overview. I don't want to see overview. Um. hmm, Okay. I guess see. Let me see what people are saying first. If that will give me an hint of how different it is from it takes a critical planning by engineers and architects to design and build something. The Brits have done a remarkable job of creating Nigeria for Britain. It is up to us to come to the drawing board with cool heads to reimagine and remake a new nation from this construction we find ourselves. Special thanks to Dele Ogun for doing a remarkable and meticulous work. One can't really understand Nigeria and all its complexity fully without reading corporates. The story, intrigues, and mm, it takes to, like a work of archaeology, the corporates of. Anyway, it's not even on Kindle. I was make I even see if I go feel. But anyway, we'll get more. I mean, he did a very good job with the fatherless people, so I'm not expecting anything short of that. You saw a clip on Channel TV. Okay. No, the guy is I know okay, I think I find a better way to actually describe actually the guy. He is a good storyteller of our yesterday, which is very important to understand today. But his projection of what is happening and where we are going is totally off it. And I'm disappointed because of his articulation of yesterday, right? It told the story of how pretty much we are where we are today, but that's it. So he lost it completely of his understanding of the events of today's event and how this is playing out and the possibility of what is going to lead to tomorrow. So that is where I have kind of uh, I think a conversation. I wish I can have more. I think that's what we need. That's my only criticism of 90 Minutes Africa. It's up there with for me. I mean, because of the kind of personality way that the damage they bring. Also, I I I I I really look forward to 90 Minutes Africa every week, and I always get disappointed anytime we then bring somebody that is not up to par. So that's one of my shows, one of those few shows I because of the camp people and the way Dr. Dameji is routing his question. So I think I should not just totally write them off. When I mean them, talking about the Dr. Emmanuel and the Logun of them not understanding, losing the ne- them misreading of today's event and possibly what is to come ahead. So I think and a conversation I need. I think that is one of the things that I'm struggling with these days, right? Either to bring people come to interview because I think I've earned I've earned the right to actually have a conversation with these people, not necessarily to interview them. I think maybe not because I need to find a way to build my profile. I've read enough. Let me start with that. I've read enough for especially in terms of politics, in terms of history, power, and politics, right? Regional politics, geopolitics, you name it. The only place that I still need more work to level up is the history of the hotbed now, what is China, the 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 eastern part of the world. I think the European part are pretty much covered. The American part is I can hold a conversation with every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't care whoever that person is. But extended towards the Oceania area, the Middle East is pretty much, and maybe this is has to do with the fact that I actually touched them in these places, so I have a pretty much grasp of the practical history and whatever you want to put it. So conversation is what I did this discuss. I believe if I would engage those men for 2 3 hours, we go we see where maybe I understand them better, but and then too we see where I'm coming from. That so far I'm on point. Anyway, back to Nigeria. What's in the apple for Nigeria first? What is going on in Nigeria? Anytime I peep, I see. But I think means of all the OBs, Kwesile and the senator and Natasha, this thing is still going strong, and it means of all those. I don't even know whether they are necessary or whatever. Is is a coalition of the village, you know, I see. I think that's the best way to phrase it, right? Coalition of the willing who are ganging up to stop Obi not to go beyond 2027, politically speaking. Because I don't care how I don't know. I mean, again, this is an event that is unfolding. That's why I like to talk. I didn't put my confidence in it. I'm not scared to be wrong, right? I want to be wrong. 2027 election, for what is going on so far, are just two things. In fact, I want thing, sef. I want thing, one thing. The men are all out to stop Obi beyond not going beyond 2027. That's it. That's what 2027 is about at this point. Because Bola Tinubu is not going to lose unless they in die literally before that time. And I don't see that. Well, I don't see that happening. Yamano like first baby say he could join the ancestors soon. So he is not going to lose. And please, before you disagree with me, tell me who will win. Because I am still waiting for that answer. Who is going to win if you said Tinubu is not going to win? And why that answer is not very clear to anybody yet is because nobody is preparing to win outside the man himself. Now, if you can't say, oh, what is all this coalition? It's not campaign time, yes. Of course, to you, it's not campaign time, yes. I mean, in this level, I don't be outside that again. I pay attention. I've earned the right to project how they move. If you say why they form coalition, this is exactly my point. To deny Obi, to stop Obi beyond 2027. Now, let me break it down for. There's so many ways to see this shit. Those conversations needed a bit more time too, but in my opinion, it is he is aware. I would suggest you can email him. Yeah, and no, if he say if he's aware, I'm not going to. I understand your opinion. I know why you are saying that. No, why I'm not going to. Why I will push back that on that, or why I will agree with you a little bit, is because of two Niger argument. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I have to bring two Niger to into this because I don't know. I wasn't there about the conversation, about the in and two Niger conversation. But from some kind things, I think I have an idea what this is about because I remember the last time I was on Dr. Dameji, two Nigeria responded to me that I was telling you that the man is he a nationalist? Or what's the word that he use? I be ethno whatever. I mean, he's trying to say that he's a tribalist, right? Pretty much that's what he was trying to say. But there's a word he used, if I'm not mistaken. Now, from that, which I agree with Tunanja on that anyway. I agree with the guy now, like Pan Yoruba, nationalists, fanatics, whatever, which is just nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You understand the history of Nigeria, right? That's the only way out at this point. Now, from that angle, I will agree with you that yes, he is aware of exactly what is going on, but his bias of what he wants for him and his tribe will not allow him to actually present it the way I am presenting it, right? So from that angle, I can say, yeah. But again, this is still open. Me reaching out to him, I think the day I will have an opportunity to sit down with him, right? You'll be surprised how the conversation will start because before Dr. Dameji, well, I'm not say yes, I'm not say Dr. Dameji never know he became aware of him. Well, I think make I know too. Yeah, he became aware of him not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. Because let me if you are there, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, what am I trying to say? I don't reach out to this guy even before I start my YouTube channel. Before I even they come on. One man went to move before any everybody that is listening that know me on this kind of shenanigans. I reached out to him. The first time I read that book, Fatherless People, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? My goal then was to, so I reached out to him and I gave the deal I offered him was I will buy X amount of books of that book, or how do we work to get that? So for him to give me a discount to make sure the books goes into schools. That time I was at the peak of my foundation. Yeah, so I wanted us to work together to distribute the books I want secondary schools through my foundation. So she's a yeah, I think I don't know. I have to go back to all these my emails. I think he had that response to me. We actually exchanged message on WhatsApp years ago, but I don't think he maybe if I that day I didn't want to bring it up because it would take time before we get into question and all that. But so it's something that I have in mind even before all this thing begin played out. But I will. I'm just looking for. I think I am going with time. I think there's time for everything. That's phrase I always use. There's time for everything. I think the idea of what I want to, how I want my own show. I hate to use the word show. Show means that it's as if it's premeditated. That means you have an agenda. You will control the narrative, and so that's for me. That's what show is about. But I want to. I'm having a concept whereby just like regular, just sit down regular, have a regular conversation, and but centers around that, you know. But anyway, maybe at time on I'm the money to do and no get. Either way, like, share, and subscribe. Um, it was interesting how he did not mention Yede in scheme of things on those running for the election. No, no, Yele. Now, people don't understand how nation state they work. Would you mind to send the link, Tony? Come, make I know. I go send link, but man, I know this Tony first. Say now that Tony for Germany, abi. Now you tell me. Now the German Tony, man know first. Man know who this Tony be. Tony Africa, DPT. Before I will know who I will send. But sometimes I don't get power to chat. Mark, you say, wow, Adobe, thinking outside the box. I am sure it took the offer on board. Of course, it did. I know the offer was. That's why I thought, say, that's what, most time when I went home with you, I see some people they talk on this platform. I see, I just say, come. If to say, anyway, there's time for everything. We get story to talk. I know say na Bini, but na that Bini Tony for Germany, where they talk say me Oyibo people can colonize them again, something like that. Like you have some kind of weird, like I don't know, man, out of this freaking world belief of society that is Emini, well that na Bini, Emeno for some we say Emeno, well pretty close. Pretty close. Still, Tony, I don't feel fight today, I beg. I don't feel fight. Yeah, yeah. Last time I tell you say Germany go soon turn to third world country. You follow me, they argue. I hope so you don't see her now. I hope so you don't see her now. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, where is Mr. Triumph? My span no my French number one fan on this platform. The man that is joining me from no be Paris. Hey, be those their state in the way in the course. I know they see him again since when Trump not there, there's even there. When they answer their papa name. All of them just they do grand and they show me they notice them. They don't get it's too late. So Tony, I was telling you say soon you go beg to come stay for Benin, we no go gree, you no gree. You say hey, Jama, powerful Jama, which kind of power? All of them very soon they go begin aim to their gun what they aim for Russia against themselves. Anyway, um, um, where was we? On the, yes, on the our Nigeria of 2027. So I been the talker before saying a gang up is but it's clear to me now like day. It clear say yes. And so going to 2027, we are going to have at the talk of say where the choice before will be. I think that's what I was about to say. Three choice I will be get. And the obedience, and I just anyway, then they busy, obedient, they busy, they do it. We say they do again, 30 days, kingdom prayer. Like just some ridiculous see, and this is the argument I was trying to make before Dele Ogunda, the way they celebrate the USAID don't go. I said no, they don't replace that with something. But this is a stupid challenge. Well, like, how do you guy? Ah, God, who do us like this? Who do us like this? So the obedience, the challenge be their problem. Shout out to Ray. What's that guy's name? At least NYC they don't step up, right? But the idea is what the fuck did they call it, Charlie? 30 days of ranting of what? Huh? See, those are the things, Mark. Now those things make me just say, you know what? There's no point. Make I come online. Make I just focus on America's hegemony or survival rather than just these clowns where they rule things. Anyway, so Obi has three options within the next which 2 weeks. I think I think his time is running out. Sef. I think 2 weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, Obi has to do something. Obi has three choices, right? Now, Obi either go join PDP. Hear me out now. Hear me out now. Obi go join PDP. Hold on, just a minute. Turn off this. uh, Tony, you know God, as I always say, I dey tell you so. I no fit shout. You when I dey even I dey follow them, doctor. The whole grant say they are missing the point. Now you will be say you see the where I go put yourself. See now before they invade Benin, Benin Kingdom, which is 1890 something, I be 97. I mean, go carry go all the way 14th century self. Because that day you know, you need to catch up. So I don't be argue. I don't be your views are just too much for me. 30 days rants. Wait, my God. Anyway, I never get time to actually have that cover because like that is I try so hard to make sense of that thing. That 30-day child. I tried so hard to make sense of it. Nothing about it makes sense. The timing, the message, the pop, like it just anyway. Obi has three choices, three options before him. In 2 weeks, because wait, if he even gets 2 weeks, share Ramadan all this now. You did very cool today. Yeah. Tony, you don't understand. That's not the point. Nobody say you want to go ahead. It is what you want to talk, what you want to talk. Because today now I know even get what you want to talk. What is not on the news? You will just I beg. Hold on first. Hold on. Make I finish my today. Me say na rant. She na 30 days rant, abi. Let me finish my rant. Let me rant in peace. Because this rant, all the rants why the see people they do. Now only them they take camera. Now only them. Even when she already try to insert himself, go work. So the three choices before Obi, one ain't gonna need to join PDP. That is the option. There, it's not a coalition, Abi. Hear me out. One, that's one. Two, he go join Atiku ticket for SDP because Atiku launching his campaign via that interview that they granted to Adesua was very insightful, was very specific, was very purposeful, was very on point. Time, everything was about that interview. Meet, you know, points you the direction that you want needed to go. So he is going to be the consensus candidate on SDP. Now, Obi has a choice. Either join now for that If you remember, I talked about how Obasanjo asked him to take Obi. But I'll be surprised. Let me not go there first. So that's the second option. The first is to join PDP. Third is to second is to join Atiku on that ticket for SDP. Mark, you say, Maroki, you with laugh. Hey, Tony, I beg. Thank God. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding. Okay, the new kid in River State has uh, has sacked all the political nomination. Okay, what is your opinion on that? Oh, Mark. No, my opinion on what first? On him sacking the. Oh, not true. You see, I know we're talking about. No, I think we talked. I was on. I talked about the emergency rule. What my opinion on the sacking of those nominee of the appointee, or what exactly, Mark? This now, I didn't know this rule and part. I know the now let me the smoke. I know the full and dry with anybody. So anyway, stay focused, stay focused. I mean the smoke. Now you the eye. Stay focused, Mark. So what do you, what do you mean? Maybe it's very specific with that your question. Now let me continue. First, he go join PDP. They will give him the ticket. Let me put that there. They give him the ticket. Two, or he go join the consensus candidate of SDP, which is going to be Atiku. They will carry him, or if they don't carry him, they will carry uh, Prince. But that's another story. Third option, making they go solo. Continue with his Labour Party or carry another small party. After all, he say obedience is bigger than political party. I want to believe him, so he should stand on that same energy. And again, I don't know about I noticed that I don't know the news. I like say 19, I've been at 91 political party are interested in being registered. So that's it. That's the next conversation that is going to dominate the airwaves. Mogu reduce the political party. Mogu live there. Mogu are there. That's the next thing that is coming. I hope I'm wrong, but that's on the it's in the cooking. So, Mark, you said, yeah, Mark. So the third option he has is to go with the same energy. Now, this is it. I would recommend we go with the third one. Go with your obedient family, adopt another party, try and take over Labour, whatever you need to do. Stay out of APC, PDP, and Labour Party. APC, PDP, and SDP. Good. Now, let me let me let me begin to give you reason why I picked those three reasons. Because this 30-day challenge self follow this my analogy. If he join PDP, they'll give him tickets, right? Because the only way to kill that turn by turn from the angle of PDP Now the argument against PDP because they betray the spirit of turn by turn. Do di da, right? Which is also why Atiku is leaving PDP to SDP. So they will give it to Obi, but he will lose. He will lose the election. There's no way PDP when Atiku and pretty much maybe 75% of the PDP will go to SDP. Or let me say 50% of northern PDP will go with them. The remaining 50% will stay with Sule Lamido. Maybe they will have an agreement with Wiki, with the concern and all that, but Obi will be. So that's those way they say PDP don't die. PDP, if no fit die, still there. This is a legacy party. But he will lose. They will work against himself, even from inside party. Just go and study how they take work against Goodluck PDP. They take work against Goodluck Jonathan, even from the inside the party. Right? All you need to do is to read Tony Anene's book, My Life, My Journey in Nigerian Politics. My Life and Journey in Nigerian Politics by Tony Anene. You understand how why they did Goodluck, what happened to Goodluck. But party-wise, so once they give him, he lost. Chikena automatically, Tinubu is going to northern candidate. They will give APC will give their ticket with that. So PDP now, South don't lost. Case closed. Another note, go to PDP. Going to 31 now. Now the second option, SDP. I'm giving you the reason why Atiku has to go to SDP. Because he has to contest. And if he has to contest, he go win ticket. And if you go win ticket, if you win ticket for PDP again, now, in fact, nobody will want to listen to them again. Come on. For 4 consecutive elections, when suppose don't come to South, most importantly to the Southwest, after what they have given to that party. So, the no go, is this in the no go? So, hence, he has to go form another coalition. Bring Erufai that was thrown away in the street, Amechi that is on the street. Every insider before where this street now will be absorbed into that new, perhaps the new coalition with the new people that they will bring. Now, if Obi agree, which I don't know. I know Obi is not a fool. I don't think he's a fool. I don't think so. I don't think so. He's not a fool. Because if he accepts to go back to Atiku under SDP in the name of coalition, maybe if they bring the obedience in with this rant, we talk about that. They think they will upset Tinubu. Now, lie. It may sound very beautiful, very promising, very practical, but it is not going to happen for one obvious reason. Atiku is old. He cannot do more than one term. So they make it what Joe Biden, sharp as heart attack, be sharp as whatever. So the North will not triumph. They want to sacrifice 2 terms for 1 term. Or you say, oh, Atiku, if you believe that Atiku will do 2 terms, good luck. If you think that yes, the agreement after 1 term you will give to Obi, good luck. Ain't gonna happen. That's why I say the North will rather be patient with Tinubu for another 4 years and they get their ATM. Una know say once they get tickets, once they dey power, nobody dey fit challenge them. No matter how ridiculous the performance will be. Buhari, nobody dey talk say make we no go again. Abi? I don't understand why this all of a sudden this new fire energy. Tinubu cannot. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? That's one. Two. Now, so I don't even want to even like entertain that in my small head. Say, Obi, we agree to that content. But if you do, I will be here watching and cheering, see how it plays out. Three, going solo. Going solo, yes, the pressure will be more based on two reasons. Because as I said, the idea is to have three formidable parties. That in case Obi no go with the two, he will form his own motion. Those three formidable parties will be enough not to even make Obi get even 3 million. That's one pressure. Two, if he decide to go solo as he did, he has to at least get 6 million or finish among the first three in order for him to stand a chance. If not, the story will just end like that, which is the adage Ponkoso gave us at Chatham House that the obedience is just an unruly bastard. Even though we say, oh, it played the other way around, but it's not over yet. Because now a lot of people could say, oh, there's a conspiracy, gentleman agreement, whatever, not to allow Igbo people to be president. And all. You are fucking right. That's where your head is. You are fucking right. But the question is, Obi is fast becoming a Donald Trump. What Donald Trump represents to the ruling class. People go say now this state. This state you can't do nothing about the administrative state. It is just the political party who are using that phrase. That's a different thing. It represents that truth because if you pay attention, yeah, it's part and part of them. So is fucking Donald Trump. Part of the elite from the fucking one, right? Why I say he's beginning to appear because Obi presidency will represent real change in the sense that there is a fraction, there is an ideology building up within the elite ruling class. The old guys who are there have built and established an institutions that if we let them be, they have set a plan to keep replenishing those jobs for foreseeable future. Obi coming into the system, one or two structure will be gone, will be replaced. That's what because new people, when I mean new people, who are not, well, of course, politicians, but who are not belong to this political because another thing that people are not seeing is that we have political houses, just like it is in America, right? The Bushes, the Clintons, the Bushes and the Clinton run the American political uh, uh, landscape, political structure for at least 4 decades, 40 years. All you need to do is just go back from 1990, from the 90s. There is no presidential election that happened from the 90s to date that Bush or Clinton name will not appear. The Bushes or the Clinton. So in Nigeria, it comes in a multiple dimension, right? So they are not just all of them are one political club that day. Make I ah there's this Singaporean economist where we use an analogy of how the world is now and how it used to be in the form of a nation state before the idea of globalization, whereby the states were so much separated that if Ebola catch one state, or if any or COVID catch one state, it will just start and end within that state. You know, it spread. But he said that in today's world, we are so connected that if anyone, anything that affects one, literally affect everybody. So he's using that. What he was trying to say is that the routes that the United States has taken with this Trump government is a suicide one that is not going to achieve the end goal. And whatever they do, it will also affect them because we are all connected. But that's a different conversation entirely. So the same thing, maybe our own political system. The elite now one, they all build their wealth, their power, everything around oil. So every agreement, whatever they are doing, is based on that. So you can, if you betray the system, if you betray the club, they throw you out. Good Lord, if you will be come back in. But even within that, Jerry say, hiding competition other than the regional or the tribal competition that is between the Igbo Yoruba. Other than that, even that are like the larger spectrum, but at that tiny top, right, where money, literally money dictates every fucking move around that power, right? Now, family and class, right? Now, here I do a political family now we hear. Pay listen to it. If you listen to uh, Atiku's interview, went deep all the way that's the same family that Bola Tinubu belong to, right? But Obasanjo family, political family, there is there too. They never just reached that top yet. But they try. That's where Obi belong. That's where Ezekwesili belong. That's where the likes of Donajim belong. That's where the likes of Magalu belong. That's where they places like that. So they are still there, right? Those who are coming from the angles of the northwest, oh, I never really hold grant, which is still where Yaradua is coming from, right? So when you see that Tinubu is putting his own together, we'll begin to hear about the Tinubu political family maybe 10, 15 years from now. So Obi coming in automatically usher in the Obasanjo political family. Now, when we say, oh, Obasanjo don't rule before now, yeah, but Obasanjo himself come in as this is where Obasanjo's story is very interesting. If you study the Nigerian history, because the role Obasanjo play at every junction, right? Now him pretty much come in after they take out Murtala Mohammed. He comes in, right? But he would when he comes in, he wouldn't he never had the intention of building his own political family. No, he still stay attach itself to an existing structure in a way, which is the military gang, pass the baton to what's it they call them? Civilian administration. After he don't successfully architect and watch the design of the constitution. So even when he come back 1999, right? In a way, it has to kind of recognize that existing structure of the family of the Yaradoas, which uh, Atiku belongs to. At that, okay, a minute. Yo, what's up, man? I'll be like, yo, man, you gotta show me the way. I said,
My boy call you?
nah, not yet. Let me
Okay,
see.
okay, okay.
Nah, he ain't coming yet.
Was you good?
Kinda.
You good?
I will. I mean, you got something for me?
What you in?
Shit, what you mean?
Oh, I'm trying to get some too. Shit, I bet you good. Drop bro ass off the road. That's the last time that you got bought right. That was sitting out in the trunk. That's the new laptop that was sitting in the trunk.
Okay, give me 5 minutes or so, few minutes. Okay, okay, rub minds. Oh man, I'm enjoying this conversation. Wait, let me see. 'Cause, but it's time to I need to have a good time, man. PDP will not die ever. Public, no one. Oh, listen to article interview. How we go do this thing now? You see, that's why I know they like house. Oh, yeah, house is just too much distraction. I just to live, have a good time. So you know, when the boys gather now, she got to go down. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe the opportunity of one of I don't know about an advantage of the advantage of staying in a house. Right? Not the house. Not this where they roads they stream. I know they get distracted like this, but here we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, I go end the show now. Hopefully, we go do it again soon. What's up, Joe?
What's happening with your brother?
Oh,
Another day in the books. Did you enjoy getting the what's his name today? He said he could